Stan Gibilisco here on a fine Sunday morning. Just have a little question for you, so I'm going to leave comments open. Rarely do I even venture close to matters that could involve politics because of the acute crisis in public attitudes towards, well, actually it seems to be more of a chronic crisis. The toxic environment that politics has acquired of late. But I'm not sure this is so much about politics as it is about survival. I am 63 years old and will turn 64 in September. I will turn 65 a year from September. So, in a little more than a year, I will be eligible for Medicare, assuming that it still exists by the time I get to be 65, and I'm starting to wonder about that. But in any case, at the end of this year, 2017, my insurance carrier will decide whether or not they want to continue in the Obamacare marketplaces for individual people for the following year. Either they will or they won't. If they don't, I'll have to look for some other kind of insurance or possibly even go without insurance altogether. I wonder if Obamacare is still intact, whether they will penalize me tax-wise for not having insurance, despite the fact that I can't get it. It's all such a mess. I don't know which party, the Republicans or the Democrats, or the Republicrats or the Demopublicans, which party is worse. And that's why I tend to be apolitical. I really don't. I'm an independent, if anything at all, when it comes to politics. But I'd like to know if you're in a similar situation. My premiums right now are over $1,000 a month, and some analysts have suggested that they could double in the next year, starting in January. So in that part of 2018, the first 9 months of 2018, I could face over $2,000 a month in medical insurance premiums. But I have received my money's worth in the past couple of years because I have suffered some illnesses that would have bankrupted me had it not been for probably Obamacare. I really don't know, though it's all so complicated to me. It seems like these politicians are engaged in a war with one another to see who can annihilate people in my age group faster and more effectively and more completely. So I have a suggestion for all of you politicians who think that you know so much more about my medical care than I do, or the insurance companies do, or the doctors do. You politicians there who seem to be interested only in your own ideology and power, I have a message for you. I've got a better solution. Send me over to North Korea and tell Kim Jong-un to blow me away with an anti-aircraft gun, as I've read that he has done with some of his citizens over there. It seems to me like that would be a quicker and more merciful way to deal with me than to condemn me to what could be a slow, agonizing death because of you and your unmitigated self-interest. Get with the program, people. We elected you to serve us, not vice versa. What do you viewers think if you're in my age category and face a similar situation? What alternatives do you have? What alternatives do I have? The only alternative that I can think of is to vote against every single incumbent on the ballot in the upcoming election, regardless of which party they call themselves. Stan Gibilisco signing off. Until I regain my composure, so long.